It's just like when the original Ghostbusters were in Ghostbusters 2016.
Welcome to Tairimo Boys Podcast. I'm your host, Cody. With me in second chair is the boy who's also a fellow chucker. It's Jeremy.
For now.
With me in third chair is the boy who's on a quest to save his rat master. It's Ryan.
Hey, what's going on?
No cowbunga, dudes. Just what's going on?
Yeah, I thought about it, but I used it up on the other review. I don't know how to work in totally tubular.
You'll find a way. Got plenty of time.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we're reviewing the 1990 live-action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. This was Ryan's suggestion after we reviewed Batman vs. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Unfortunately, there is no Batman in this movie. So, starting off, this is the very first time I've ever seen this movie. Ryan and Jeremy, you both have seen it, right?
Oh, yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yes. I've definitely seen this before.
All right, so I'm the odd boy out. Jeremy, give me your first thoughts.
Oh, I love this movie. I've seen this movie, oh, Jesus, many, many times.
And will you be seeing it many, many more?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Ryan, your first thoughts?
Let's see. Indiana Jones, 1, 3. Batman Returns. Sixth greatest movie of all time.
Well, at least you have them ranked now.
Sixth greatest movie of all time. And that's really putting it high up there.
Yeah, I also might be lying. Listen, I'm completely biased. I'll put this out on Front Street. I'm going to be completely useless during this review because I am totally biased. This was the movie of my childhood. And it's just nothing but warm and fuzzies every time I watch it. Even though the movie is like a perfect mix of the fun of the 80s cartoon and the gritty meth addict of the comic book series.
Okay, I get that.
Well, as we always say, nostalgia is a hell of a drug.
It really is.
So Ryan's coming into this with nostalgia goggles on.
Damn, you're a scuba helmet.
As for me, like I said, this is my first time seeing it. I really enjoyed this movie. I was thinking, this might be a kid's movie. I might not like it. But nope. This is a kind of movie that I think the whole family can enjoy. Like, yeah, it's a little bit silly and it's more targeted towards kids, but it's still...
It is way more targeted towards kids.
Yeah. I mean, it's got some minor problems. Like, maybe you think, hey, maybe Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in live action ain't gonna work, but it works out pretty well. And here's a little fun fact for you. Jim Henson, the guy behind the Muppets, he did, like, all the animatronics for this movie.
Too bad they couldn't work Kermit in there.
There'd be a cameo. It was the very last movie he worked on before he died. He was unhappy with the movie because he thought it was too violent, which that is going to be a reoccurring theme. All right, did you think that like the movie was really violent?
Violent? No, I didn't feel it was too violent.
No. I want to go on a rant, but I feel like I should go on a rant if we review the sequel, because the rant would make more sense. But no, yes. I did not find it more violent.
Okay, well, maybe one day we'll review the sequel. It's always next round robin.
Oh, we have to. We definitely have to. At this point.
I mean, here's the thing. Like, even though you two and I don't see how this movie was violent, Jim Henson saw it as violent, the ratings board saw it as violent. This is like the most milquetoast, I don't think I've ever used that word in my life, violence I've ever seen. Like, you could tell, like...
Parents thought it was violent.
Yep. It's like kids' violence. Like, yeah, they're gonna be fighting, but it's not like someone gets like a scythe through the eye.
Or you don't see the dude's head get crushed by a garbage truck.
I was saying, okay, I have that on my list. I was gonna say, okay, the garbage truck scene at the end, like, there's no way he was gonna survive that.
Well, I can't wait till you see the sequel.
Okay, now we gotta see the sequel. It's like, the thing is, it's like, you never really saw the Ninja Turtles use their weapons. If you did, if they were using them, it
was all off screen.
Yeah, it was like off screen, or like nunchuck was kind of considered the like safer weapon to show. Yeah, I know in the UK version they completely cut out the nunchucks. Also, do you remember that scene where where Splinter's second in command Kung Fu master like beat the crap out of that teenage kid? Like after the antique store fire.
Yes.
Yeah, well, apparently in the novelization, that kid died. I didn't want to show that in the movie. Gotta add that. Oh, he's fine. Line later. Like I said, this movie it's fun for the whole family. There's no violent bullshit in it.
And this really is amazing. An amazing movie.
Yeah, like I said, I was blown away because I thought I was expecting it to be like really aimed for kids, but it kept me entertained throughout the whole movie. I do have to give the movie a little bit of criticism, and Ryan, tell me if you agree with this. I felt like they really didn't characterize the turtles very much.
Expand on that.
They really didn't have character arcs. Mikey, he throws a few jokes around, but you don't see it much. You can't really tell Leonardo's the leader, except for like one throwaway line. Raphael, he's the hothead, and that's pretty much the only thing that sticks through. And I don't remember a single time where we saw Donatello be the like smart one.
I kind of see where you're coming from.
Jeremy, what do you think?
Yeah, I don't see. Honestly, I don't see what they were differentiated from. Yeah, I agree.
Because here's what I read too. It seems like they might have cut out a lot of characterization. Like I read that whenever Master Splinter gets kidnapped, Mikey was supposed to become like a really dark character in the movie, especially that farmhouse scene. But of course, that never happened.
Mikey?
Oh yeah. Do you remember that scene on like the farmhouse where someone yells Splinter? It's kind of implied to be Raphael. Well, I read that it's supposed to be Mikey, but they cut the character arc that made him look more like Raphael.
Was Raphael the badass of this movie?
Oh yeah,
yeah, 100%.
Like I said, he's probably had the best characterization. You just see him be a hothead and pissed off all the time, try to go solo. He gets ass kicked. Now, here's the question for you boys. Do we think this movie respected the source material?
Yes, I think so.
The source material is in the comic book?
Well, the answer to that's probably no, because it's not as violent. Let's just say the cartoon.
I want to say yes, but my heart and my brain says no. That's not. I don't mean that as a bad thing. Just it's a little more hardcore than the cartoon. It always did stick in my craw a little bit that I never got to see Bebop and Rocksteady live action until that horrible Michael Bay produced Turtles reboot.
I was reading like the future movies. Don't they use like some like alligator or something instead of Bebop and Rocksteady?
Yep. Oh, we totally got to review the sequel at some point. I can't wait for you to watch it.
Okay, we'll put it in the backlog and we'll do some bitching then. I mean, this is the first movie, so I mean, you're gonna have Splinter in the first movie.
Also, Splinter was terrifying in this movie. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, they gave him like the menacing aura around him. I did like that scene where like the second in command was like trying to move his cape away. You can see he was like getting caught in his spikes. It's like, okay, why are you wearing a cape with these shoulder spikes?
No, Splinter, not Shoulder.
Not Shredder?
Yeah, Shredder.
No, wait, who are we talking about?
He was talking about the rat.
Oh,
we're talking about the rat.
Okay,
yes.
okay, I'm getting.
The rat was terrifying.
Okay, I got. They both start with the letter S, so.
Yeah.
Okay, Master Splinter. Okay, so let's talk about Master Splinter. You could tell this was a really well done puppet, and it was very lifelike.
Very well done.
But I could see people getting maybe uncanny vibes from it.
He's terrifying.
I was thinking like Splinter really didn't do shit in this movie. Kind of just got captured, came in at the end and saved everything though.
He was just kind of hanging there for the whole time.
He gets points for throwing somebody off a roof.
Luckily, he landed on some mattresses, right? And you know who I really liked? I like Casey Jones in the movie.
Oh, he was one of the best characters in the entire movie.
I thought you might.
You can't get that character nowadays. Like I like to see where he's like, he keeps on changing. Like he keeps on like calling April nicknames, like Princess, Toots, Babe. Trying to figure out what she'll let him call him.
Yeah, it was great. He was definitely one of my favorite characters.
You know, with all my memories, like the cartoon, like I don't remember him at all. Like all my knowledge is like from the last like decade, and I know I'd like the character. Trying to be like a safer version of a vigilante for kids. No batarangs in the eyes here.
Yeah, no, he was definitely one of my favorite characters.
So, boys, what do we think about April?
Old Toots? She was fine in this movie.
I really liked her. She's my favorite April. As a kid, I was really disappointed she didn't wear the yellow jumpsuit.
That's kind of what I was getting at earlier when I was asking if the movie respects the source material, because
Yeah.
she's not wearing her yellow jumpsuit. And what I read was originally she was supposed to, but the actress looked like really bad in it, so they axed the yellow jumpsuit. But like in the very first scene she's in, she's got that yellow raincoat in, which is supposed to pay homage or whatever the word is to her yellow jumpsuit. I will say that she was pretty damn hot.
Yeah, oh yes, she definitely was.
I actually think
Definitely
the
for the
one in the
part.
sequel hotter.
Agreed.
I read that they've got a different actress like past the first movie, so
Yeah.
throw it in the backlog, Ryan. Or we'll
Yeah.
be probably doing round robin here again soon.
We'll get to it one day.
Well, now we have to.
Yeah, well, it probably won't be too long because here's a spoiler, folks at home. We're about to do some martial arts stuff. Prepare for that.
African Kung Fu Nazis Part 2.
We're waiting for it. Give us a release date.
Teenage Mutant African Nazis Part 2.
Ryan, be careful around Jeremy talking about animal Nazis.
Okay.
You know, that's Jeremy's thing.
God damn it.
Okay, something I wanted to mention too about this movie. Is it just me or was siding with Splinter like really cool?
Siding with Splinter?
Yeah. Like all the teenage kids were like siding with him and they were like skateboarding and smoking and playing arcade and learning martial arts.
Oh, 100%.
This movie has a bad message for people at home. I was like early in the movie, like, you know what? I think this would be pretty rad to be joining up with Splinter. And the only way it's resolved is like, did I say Splinter again?
Splinter was awesome.
Oh, I'm talking about Shredder, the villain.
Oh, Shredder.
God damn it, I did it. Okay. So
You fucked up here.
I keep mixing their names up because they both start with S's.
They're so close.
Okay. Siding with Shredder, the villain, was pretty cool because all the kids were doing cool things. So it sends a bad message to folks at home. What do you boys think?
Oh yeah, I want to go on record saying that kids, you should not join a martial arts shredder gang.
Agreed 100%.
Despite how cool it looks.
But Shredder was awesome.
Yeah.
Oh man. And going back to what Cody was talking about earlier, this shredder, my favorite shredder. This one, way more intense than the cartoon version, which is kind of a bumbling, not idiot, but just kind of a little bumbling.
Pussy.
Sorry, Uncle Phil.
Did Uncle Phil voice him?
Yep.
Actually, I think we talked about that in Die Hard review.
And this Shredder was badass.
Yeah.
And we did talk about during our Batman vs. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles review about how Shredder is usually being a bitch boy.
Not in this one.
Well, there you go, people.
Great. Now I kind of want to join this gang.
All right, boys. What was our favorite scene?
Mikey's fight. That was my favorite scene. When he was actually swinging the nunchucks, that was definitely my favorite scene.
Fair enough. What about you, Ryan?
Well, since you're not going to let me say all of them, I go with the final Shredder fight. And not just the fight, but the whole dialogue, just the whole thing. The dialogue that precedes it, then the fight, then what happens after the fight. And I'm also going to go with Shredder talking to Splinter. And I'm going to do one more. I'm going to say Raph versus Casey Jones.
All really good fights. I also like Casey Jones versus like the second in command guy.
Yep.
Like,
I like that one too.
He grabs the golf clubs. Like, yeah, not one for golf, but here we go. I could take a punch though. All right. I'm going to go out on left field here. My favorite scene is where we get the flashback where Shredder kills Splinter's Master Yoshi. And we get that scene where the rat jumps on Splinter, is like scratching him. Like, what the is this? It's such a silly image.
Even sillier than Baby Rat training baby Michelangelo. Which, by the way, I still remember. I can't believe I still remember this. As a kid, being in the theater, that got the biggest laugh is when baby Michelangelo says pizza, pizza.
All right, we need to talk about that. So, fun fact for you. All the pizza in this movie is Domino's.
Yes.
But you get lines like pizza, pizza, which is like Little Caesars. Meanwhile, there was a marketing campaign with Pizza Hut with this movie. Make up your damn mind, movie.
Have you seen the footage? I can't remember if it came out after this movie or the second one. It was the live stage show they did where they were musicians and it was sponsored by Pizza Hut. We're like an 80s glam rock band or something.
It sounds familiar. I might have seen bits and pieces online and stuff. I don't think
also, yesterday before I canceled and thought I would be able to do this review yesterday, in honor of this review, I had Little Caesars.
I haven't had Little Caesars in years.
Got it because of being a cheap ass. Should have got Pizza Hut.
Well, it's not like Pizza Hut's much better. I consider like Pizza Hut to be the worst pizza ever.
No, it's not the worst one.
And by the way, Pizza Hut, if you want to sponsor us, I'll be willing to change my opinion.
We're here for it.
Jeremy's not. Jeremy already said he won't sell out.
I will too.
Watch your Mickey 17 review. And something else I want to mention too. Do you boys know how influenced this series was by Daredevil?
Yep.
Did not.
Very much so.
Yep. There's a lot of influence on it. It's like that empty canister with the toxic waste, the ooze that the turtles got mutated by. That's supposed to be like the exact same container that made Daredevil go blind.
Yep. Isn't there a gang in Daredevil called the Hand?
Yeah, that's why
it's called the Foot.
Foot, yep. So there you go. Also, did you boys catch at the end where like one of the turtles goes bitching?
Yep.
It's like, okay, they put that in a kid's movie. Okay.
I wonder if I said that in front of my parents.
And your dad was probably like, what the did we just watch?
No, my mom was the one that took me to see it. I don't think my dad took me to see that one. He would have not enjoyed himself.
I still remember taking my mom to see the first Pokemon movie. Our parents are real troopers for doing that shit for us.
Yep. We have good parents.
All right, Jeremy, best topic on to you.
Favorite turtle.
We discussed this during our Batman versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle review. But
yes, we did.
If we want to,
we have to do it again.
Okay, well, if we're just gonna say this movie, I'm still gonna go with Raphael.
Yeah,
I think
I'm still gonna go with Michelangelo.
Donatello all day. Man's got a stellar vocabulary.
I did feel like Leonardo was way too neutered in this.
He was.
I mean, he did stab Shredder in the arm. You got to give him that.
Okay, we'll give him that.
Now you got me thinking how great that final fight was. Because Shredder's just mopping the floor with the turtles. And then Splinter comes in and Deus Exes the whole thing. All right, Ryan, pass top one to you.
How disappointed are you that Bebop and Rocksteady weren't in this movie?
Oh, not that disappointed, because I kind of expected them to be in the later movies, but apparently they're not. That's the more disappointing thing.
Also disappointed that Krang wasn't in it. But you know what? We got a badass Shredder, and that made up for it.
Yeah, we did get a badass Shredder.
Did anybody catch that Sam Rockwell, who is Justin Hammer in Iron Man 2, was in this movie?
Wait, was that the crazy CEO guy?
Yeah.
I didn't catch that.
I did not catch that one.
He's one of the Foot members.
No, I didn't recognize him under the mask.
No, he didn't have a mask on.
Oh, well. I mean, this was like the 80s or whatever. No, 99. Nope, 1990. There we go.
90.
Yep. So, a lot younger then.
Just didn't say he was one of the Foot. He was just in the gang.
Okay, so he was one of the... Well, I mean, all the teenagers were eventually ended up in the Foot Clan. But a fun fact for you boys, all the actors that played the Turtles They were in different scenes. The passenger in the taxi, that pizza guy that delivered the pizza. I think one of the turtles was one of the teenage gang members, too.
It's just like when the original Ghostbusters were in Ghostbusters 2016. Except I actually like the Turtles movie.
Watch our Ghostbusters 2016 review. Do not watch that movie. All right, anything else, Ryan?
Now that I'm thinking about it, is there a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Ghostbusters crossover?
Let me see. Yes, there is.
Nice.
As soon as you said that, I was like, there's gotta be.
Wow. Even in that cover, Egon looks like a ghost. Now, here's the real question. Is there a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versus Predator crossover?
Hold on. Is this real? I don't know if this is fanfic or if this is real. I think it's fanfic, but...
I'd watch that movie.
All right, Jeremy, final thoughts?
Great movie. Worth watching.
Fair enough. Ryan, final thoughts?
It's just best.
Number 6. All right. Like I said, great movie, fun for the whole family. There was complaints about violence and a few minor problems in the movie, but overall, it's very enjoyable. You can tell how much fun we had reviewing it. Definitely check it out, especially if you have kids. Don't worry about the violence. They'll encounter more violence than that in Fortnite. All right, let's scale this bad boy. So today, we've got a very interesting scale. I call it the adventure movie scale for families. So Jeremy, on a scale of Pee-wee's Big Adventure, viewers at home, go watch our Pee-wee's Big Adventure review, to Barney's Great Adventure, we never reviewed that. Where'd you rank this movie, Jeremy?
I would put this movie a couple scales under Pee-wee's.
Fair enough. Ryan, what about you?
Barney as in the dinosaur or Barney as in Fred's BFF?
The dinosaur. I know how you can get your prehistoric characters confused.
Yeah, I'm very... I don't even have anything for that one. I'm going to put it 5 turtle bandanas above everything.
I'm guessing the 5th bandana is Venus's.
Yep.
Okay, fair enough. That's for me. It's hard to scale this because Pee-wee's Big Adventure, if you boys remember our review, I was kind of like, it's kind of cringe at the start, but it got better. Like this overall, I went into it thinking it might be cringe, but it wasn't. So I'll put it above Pee-wee. I'll take 4 of the OG Turtles bandanas.
That's fair enough.
Yep. All right, everyone. Thank you for listening to another episode of Terminal Boys Podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, telling us your fondest memories of this movie. And don't forget to ring the motherfucking bell. Stay tuned for more episodes.